Welcome everyone to SQL Quest, and this is the second episode where I'm going to be talking about select statements, filtering and sorting in your basic operations. Now in the last episode I said I'm going to go over what a database is, what a table is, what a schema is, so I'm going to start off with that now. You see, a database is an electronic storage or an electronic collection of data. Now you can have data in real life as well, but this is an electronically stored data, so that becomes a database. Right? It's a storage unit. Now, if I just take a storage unit, which is like a vault, open it, and dump a bunch of information inside it, that information is data, it becomes an unstructured database. Right? Now, we would like some structure in life as well. Now, we are going to add structure to this database, and we do this by sorting the data in rows and columns. What happens if I sort the data in rows and columns? It's going to become a table, right? A matrix. A form of matrix, and this form of matrix is known as a table. Now I have a bunch of these tables set up together and make relationships between one table and another table, and it's going to become a schema. So that's what it is. That's what your database is, that's what your table is, and that's what your schema is. Schema is nothing but an architecture or a collection of tables which makes a database. Now if you come back to MySQL, right, the way you're going to create a schema is to press the cylinder button up top over here, and I'm just gonna name it car rental, and I just click apply over here, and it's gonna create my car rental schema over here. So as I said, a schema is collection of tables. So if I expand this car rental schema, I have a bunch of tables, right? And all of these tables have columns, and a bunch of columns and rows. So all of these tables have rows and columns, right? Now I'm gonna put a script in the description. Now this script is gonna create these tables. All you have to do is just copy paste and run it. You don't have to bother about it for now. If you want, you can go ahead and read it, right? This is just what we discussed in the last lesson. Create table and insert into the table the values. So I created a bunch of tables and inserted into values. All you have to do is run the script. This script to create these tables, I got it from a GitHub link, and I will put that GitHub link in the description. It is not my code, this is somebody else's code. Somebody else used this code to create tables, and I just got it from them from GitHub. I'm gonna put the link in the description. All I did was make some changes to that code so that it fits my schema over here. And I will also put this very code in the description as well. All you have to do, create a schema, as I showed you in the beginning, and just run this code. And once you run this code, you're going to see insert into blah 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 blah, right? It's going to create a bunch of tables and insert values into those tables. And then when you refresh, you're going to see all your tables over here. So that's what's going to happen. Because I started off with just running the tables. I don't know what really exists in those tables. So let's go through all these tables together. So select statements. Select statements are the most basic thing. I think in my opinion, every SQL code starts with a select statement, right? You have other statements as well, like create, drop, update, insert, begin, try, catch, begin, catch, all that stuff. But the most basic and the most used statement in SQL is the select statement. Now it's just a comment over here. Whenever you type star, it means all, right? Star means all. And you're just basically writing select all from table name, right? That's what an SQL select statement goes like. It's, as I said before, SQL is very comprehensive. Select all from table name. Now I replace this all with a star, and I replace this table name from my table name, and I'm gonna see a bunch of values pop up into my editor. I mean output column right there. So select star from Let's say I want customer car rental dot. Now if I just run this, there you go. I have my car rental database, or the car rental table with a bunch of information in it. Now let me go ahead and see another table. Let's see what's in equipment, right? Equipment has ID, name, equipment type, location. It's not like millions of rows of data, but sometimes sometimes let's say in your real-time database, you're going to be having like millions of rows. And if you hit a select star, your query is going to run, but it's not going to stop executing, right? Because it's getting each and every row out of those million rows into this output column. Let's go ahead and see all the other tables. Select star from car rental dot. Let's see what's there in vehicle. I'm very interested in vehicle. Do that, and now we can see there is a bunch of brands, models, the mileage, the color of the car, the vehicle type, and the current location. Now make sure that you run the script and actually create the data, because this data looks really appealing to me, and whatever next episode I'm gonna have is gonna be based on this schema right here. So because I have the data, it's very easy for me to just run the code, do whatever I have to do. Right, so those are your select statements. Now let's say I want to filter out some data from this, right? Let's go to let's work with this table itself. Now I have Nissan, model, year, mileage, color, vehicle type, the current location of the vehicle. Oh right, current location because it's a car rental. Say I want to filter out certain values. Let's say I want to filter out all the cars in the year 2017. Right, so for using filters in my select statements, all we have to do is put the where clause, right, and then column name, and then what my filter is. Let me just put that right there. Now you can see it only gave me the output of all the cars that are manufactured in the year 2017, right? So your where clause is basically a filter statement. It's just like Excel. If you have experience with Excel, use in Excel, say this is my Excel sheet, right? I select all my columns and then I put the filter in it, right? It's just like that. So the basic syntax for selecting and filtering out is select star or column names from where so this is my basic select statement with the filter. Now let's say I want to sort it out. I want to sort it, right? I run this, right? Now it's 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2018 again. Now let's say I want to sort this, right? by year. So I have a sort statement that is order by column name. I do that. Now by default it is ascending, small to big. If I want descending, I'll just have to write. Now you see 2019 is first, 2018, 2017, 17, 16. So this is how you select your statements, right? Put the where clause in if you want to filter it out, and say you want to see the latest results first. Let's say you're seeing something with date and you want to see today's date first, then you order by date or order by column name, whatever you want to order it by. That is sorting. So once again, the basic syntax in SQL is the select statement, right? And SQL follows your it always follows a structure. Select, right? Bunch of column names or table names. In this case, I'm going to select all columns, all, or let's just say I want to select only the brand, model, and model year. So I just type it out, brand, okay, model, and model year. So select column names from schema and table. Car rental dot, my table is vehicle, right? Now let's put another where clause. Let's say I want okay, let's say I'm just gonna put a where clause to this table right now, but it really doesn't matter because you can have the same output without the where clause. So my where clause is gonna be where does this work? What do I? Is it gonna work? Yes, it did. You see, over here I put column name equal to, but over here I typed like. You need to understand, once again, I press on this fact that SQL is a very comprehensive language. When I do where model year like, okay, say I don't really know what I want exactly, what output I want exactly. So then I put the column name, but if I say I want everything starting with 20, right, it's going to be 20 and then a percentage. A percentage like this in SQL means everything after, okay, and a percentage can be any value. If I put the percentage at the end, it's going to be everything after. Okay, now let's see, I put a percentage in between and then I put 7. Now pause for a while, okay, pause for a while, try and guess what the output is. Okay, and if you have done that, if you got the correct answer, the output is going to be 2017 because a percentage means fill the gaps in between. So I run that, 2017. Even if I put the percentage over here, now you can pause the video again and guess what the output is. Again, it's going to be 2017 because in this case the percentage is going to be everything before. Now I can use the like operator or the like function or the like statement when I don't really know what I want, but I want a bunch of things, or I want something like this or something, yeah, basically that's it, something like this. When I want it, I just use my like statement. So this is your basic SQL select statement. Now SQL also has your operators, right? Basic operators. You have your plus, you have your minus, you have your division, you have your modulus or reminder, greater than, less than, greater than, equal to. Is that greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to. Now these are going to be your normal operators, right? Now if I do select 10 plus 10, this is supposed to give me 20. There you go, 10 plus 10 is 20. Select 10 minus 10. I'm going to have 0. Okay. Select 10 by 10. So these are just operations, right? Select I do that 0. Yeah, so these are and then you have these operators that you can use to compare between two things. So let's say so I'm just going to use these operators into this where clause. Where model like blah 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 greater than, yeah, where model layer is greater than 2016. Now I'm gonna get the output excluding 2016 because I put the where clause where model greater than 2016. As you might have guessed already, where I have equal to, I can also put equal to, greater than, less than, not equal to, and all that stuff, all that jazz, right? So you have that, and that's the most basic select statement which you're going to be using throughout your entire SQL coding or throughout your entire SQL quests. Right, that's about it for today's video, and I will catch you in the next episode.